Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome to the channel. I am the Sports Judge. Thanks for tuning in. The Bears got their guy. It was a hire that I think we kind of envisioned. We thought potentially that this was Ben Johnson's preferred choice to leave Detroit for Chicago. It's where he wanted to be. It's obviously a place where he wanted to go. It feels like it's a perfect match. I like it. I'm happy for him. Not everybody is happy. You know, the Lions fans are killing Ben Johnson for going to the Bears. Some people are just perpetually miserable. Let's get a couple of things straight here. This was a business move. It was a business move. I can't be mad at Ben Johnson for the business move he made. Yes, he picked a team in the division, not out of spite, but because he saw an opportunity and went for it. You can say all that kind of stuff about him being a traitor, complaining about how they feel betrayed. They should appreciate everything he did for the Detroit Lions instead of getting mad at him for taking the best job available. I'm really happy. I'm really excited for Ben Johnson and the Bears. How can you be angry with him? Nobody cares about your feelings when he did what he could as an accomplished offensive coordinator in Detroit. My reaction to this is definitely not a disappointing one. And now, I'll say Ben Johnson didn't owe Lions fans a damn thing because he didn't. If anything, they owe him a thank you card, sincerely from Joe or Maria, whoever you are. I want to see what he can do with Caleb Williams. If you watched what I had to say the other day about Ben Johnson, you might have heard me say I'm curious to see Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson's relationship. Fans can be idiots. You had the nerve, the audacity to call Ben Johnson a sellout for getting hired quickly. I mean, if I remember correctly, Johnson turned down multiple head coaching opportunities last year for one more run with the Detroit Lions, a move that could have cost him millions of dollars and a chance at his dream job. You have the nerve to try and sit here and bash him, calling him Benedict Johnson for leaving to go coach the rival team. No, you're Benedict Johnson for turning on him because he leaves for an opportunity that best suits him and his family. It's a business. And this was a business move as usual. It was nothing personal. You guys in Detroit made it personal. You're trying to make it like he did it to get the last laugh and to piss you off for joining the rival team. And instead of not being happy for him, you're outraged. Instead of being happy for him, you're outraged. And despite all the good he's done in Detroit, you can just say thank you and best of luck in the future. That's how fans are. They're bitter. I knew Ben Johnson was leaving, though, quickly after the Lions season came to an end. I said he wouldn't be back. He'll be coaching somewhere in the NFL. That's what I had been saying. I think for the Bears, as I said when I talked about this the other day, it's going to be good. It's a rock star home run of a hiring. They got an elite play caller, and if I'm looking at this specifically, I think this hire was made simply to help with the growth and development of Caleb Williams. And when you have the number one overall pick and you truly believe you can bring somebody in to unlock him, you had to make sure you went big. I don't think you could have hired anyone better. All of these job opportunities are bad. I mean, that was my immediate reaction when news broke that they hired Ben Johnson. You're basically walking into a dumpster fire. You're going to a place, an organization that's famously known for ruining coaches' careers. Chicago. It's a place where coaches go to die. It's no real surprise that after the season ended, he's quickly off the market. He had been one of the hottest coaches in the NFL cycle. And I'll say what I said about this when he first got hired. Ben Johnson was the best choice for Caleb Williams' development at quarterback. This is about Caleb Williams and his development. That's the best part about it. And so looking at this from that standpoint, I don't know how you could have chosen anybody better than Ben Johnson. You've got a guy who's created an offensive identity during his time spent in Detroit. So now you have a brilliant coaching mind. They have who they think is their franchise quarterback. They have the weapons. Not to say it can't fail, but it sure feels like they got this one right with Ben Johnson. A new voice, a new face, can come in, change the trajectory of this organization. For all the criticism the Bears received and rightfully deserved for this hiring process, it paid off. The perfect hire was on the silver platter for them, and that was Ben Johnson. They needed a coach who is offensive oriented, a creative mind. He was right there, and they got him. I like this hire. Lions fans don't, well, I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are pissed off because he chose to go coach the Bears. Good resume, can go to Chicago and calibrate an offense with Williams in mind. The expectation is that Caleb will speed up, get caught up. Now we're about to see who Caleb really is. There's no excuses now. You have one of the best young play callers, someone who can propel you to the next level. And with Ben Johnson, the ceiling for Caleb Williams is non-existent. It shows that Ben Johnson believes in Caleb Williams. That's why he took this job. I'm telling you, no way he takes this job unless he thought he could get Caleb Williams to play at a very high level in today's NFL. And when you select the future of your franchise with the number 1 overall pick, you need a gifted play caller and a thrower who can move the chains, but also a mutual respect between the two. It's already a good sign of what is yet to come when you have a coach saying good things about the quarterback at the press conference. The creativity could have Caleb playing on an elite level because just think about it. He has the supporting cast. On the St. Brown podcast, co-hosted by Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, Williams openly talked about getting pranked by a Bears fan who said he was Johnson accepting the job, and said selfishly he wanted an offensive-minded guy so he can build with him and be with that coach for the next 19, 17, 15 years. Being selfish and having that kind of mindset isn't always bad. I get what he's saying. He wants a strong-minded coach, not only he can trust, but a coach that he can grow with. A coach that challenges them, a man of his word, a disciplined coach. I think he needed a Ben Johnson type of coach and someone who can give him that energy. You want to be around an offensive mind that can really help you out and make the game easier. It's rough for Lions fans, for sure. But Ben Johnson earned his right to leave, and this is what happens when you win. You become a hot name, a coaching candidate, and if any coach can help Caleb break bad habits, tap into his talent, and reach the next level, it's probably Ben Johnson. In my opinion, this could work. Again, Lions fans have no reason to be upset because we would all do the same thing if we had to. We would leave. We would leave our respective jobs for something better, okay? Look, he left with a rival team. This is like somebody getting $2 more, a $2 offer at Coca-Cola, right? They worked for Pepsi for years, and Coca-Cola, decides to offer them $2 more. What are you going to do? Are you going to turn it down? You're not going to say no to that. You're going to most likely take the extra $2, right? Every penny today matters, right? So looking at this from that standpoint, I mean, look, I know people, like my good friend was saying the other day on my timeline. I know people that left McDonald's for Burger King for $1 more, right? So, I mean, that's basically what Ben Johnson did here. He left. He got promoted as a head coach. He was an offensive coordinator. Good for him. Congratulations. I wish him the best in Chicago. And it's gonna be very exciting to see his relationship with Caleb Williams. I think this will work out quite well for the Chicago Bears, and I can't wait to see it all play out next season. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys take care of yourselves. Really appreciate the love and support as always. Thanks for checking out the channel. I'm here at a local park in Cerritos, California, Heritage Park. Did I say that right? I always mispronounce it, but it's a childhood park where I grew up. You probably hear all the ducks and the Canadian geese in the background. This park is iconic because it has an island where kids can go on and play, and you have to cross the bridge to get on the island because it's surrounded by a pond, obviously. And so you have ducks in the pond. You have people that come out here feeding the ducks and the Canadian geese and giving them food and everything. And you have kids running around playing. It's just a beautiful place to hang out. Great atmosphere. This was my childhood park. I grew up here as well in Cerritos, California, and it's a nice, lovely day. And so I stepped away for a bit, stopped my car here, and thought maybe I'll chat with you guys for a bit and talk a little bit more about Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears. But guys, I'm out of here now. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.